Welcome back to the Bonsoy Gold Coast Pro, presented by GWM, and the waves keep pouring in here at Snapper Rocks, the bottom end of southeast Queensland, and what a wonderful week we've had. Started with a bang, a couple of days off to enjoy the scenery, and what a fantastic Friday it's lined up to be, and will continue to be, as we see S.Fitzgibbons, the Australian, take on Tessa Thyssen from the French Caribbean. It has been a quick start already for these surfers. Rich, beautiful water angle here of Tessa Thyssen's opening ride.
Yeah, another one of the goofy footers here. Jams around off the bottom, off the top combination there. Really cupped out part of the wave, and she just attacks it. I like the intent, the opening intent for ride number one here for Tessa. Just brings it all the way through to the inside here. Sometimes they go again, they hit that next little section on the bank.
As we see Sally here, Rich.
Okay, Sal drops off, drops down, pulls into the barrel. It just closes out on her. And then Tessa goes straight down. It's like a bit of a double up coming through. Sally having a look.
Oh my word. Well done. Oh. Great takeoff. Driving from behind the section. Go Sally Fitzgibbons, you beauty. Thanks for coming as she brings that wave out the open face. Sensational roundhouse cutback to wrap up that tube. And a sizzling high arcing turn there. She's going to get another double up here. This wave has plenty of energy in it, Rick. What way do you go? Oh boy. Get around it, Sal. There's plenty more off her on this wave. Beautiful snap in the lip as she comes through the little Marley section. There could even be more to go, Rick. You see these waves with the little splits in them. They look a bit rough, but then they get good again. I can assure you of that as this one comes down. One of the longest waves of the event so far. Big variety of turns and a snap to finish. Sally Fitzgibbons, take a bow. That was absolutely sensational.
That was nuts.
No. She did a good job. She did the little push part on it. Both hands out in front, making sure she has forward momentum as that wave started to pinch a little bit. Just technique impeccable.
It was indeed, Rich. And your thoughts?
Yeah, you could see it doubling up, slots perfectly. You know, the line she took through that barrel wasn't too high, it wasn't too low. It was right in that money zone, and then Sal comes out and finds a lot of open face here. This thing doubles up again. She stays on the high road. And, well, for a second there, we thought she was going to tuck in. Good decision that she did it, because that section closed out. It wasn't a straightforward wave to ride as it reeled down the line here, and Sal had to work for these moments. She got some really nice turns done, mixing things up, gets the closeout snap, and most importantly, finds that finish.
Wow, and a beautiful angle from our man Benny on the ground down there. As Kaipo said, pushing the cart, pushing the trolley in this part of the world. It's a technique used by all the greats here, and to get those arms out in front and guide yourself to the exit, Rich.
Yeah, you could see that Sally was a little bit forward. It may have missed it on that replay there, but if we get it up again, you know, Sal jumps forward on the board, keeps all that momentum forward in the tube, ensuring that she keeps all that speed and that forward drive. And then as soon as she comes out, she does this little subtle hop back onto the money position on the board, the sweet spot as we like to call it. And now she's driving. You can see here almost just trips up a little bit. She was sort of in two minds. Do I go for the barrel or do I hit the turn? She connects with the lip there. They just know that they need to get back in that sweet spot so that they control the board.
Tessa Thyssen on a great-looking wave here off the keyhole. This wave's got plenty of power in it as she looks to do a nice opening carve, but just with the changing of the tide still and the rip currents that are in the lineup, they can be your best friend or your worst enemy with just a little bit of air getting between her rail and the fins there, Rick. Welcome back to the Bonsoy Gold Coast Pro, presented by GWM. Live action, Sally Fitzgibbons up and riding. A beautiful carving turn out of the lip there, and another smash to back that up. Great variety there with the third wrap as this wave tapers out through the inside, but a fantastic start there for Sally. I know we've been speaking to her a lot about her equipment and how hard she's been working with Glenn Pang in the off-season and during the start of the CT leg, and it's certainly showing there. The craft and her body and turns are just looking amazing, Rich. Great way to back up that 9.33.
Since she was a kid and multiple times in competition, so she's got a good read on which waves are the ones that produces these beautiful sections. She gets slingshot down the line here. Great carve off the top. Drops down into the trough again. Quick snap. Is able to stay well in control. But, Sal looking really good in this tournament. From the opening round, she has been in attack mode. Nice little slash there. Gets some tail release. So, again, showing us something new. Even though it's a small little wave, the manoeuvres are done with confidence and purpose.
No doubt about Sally's fighting spirit over the last couple of seasons, you know, being on and off the tour and wildcard appearances and then winning ISA gold medals. But there's an extra 15% in these, Rich. Sally's on fire.
Yeah, she's clearly, you know, making her intentions. At this point, well, we'll get back to that live action here.
Tessa Thyssen off the bottom, snap under the lip and comes around that section. Unfortunately, that wave not really allowing her to show up a full repertoire. She got off to a good start in this heat, Rich, but just hasn't been able to find her rhythm after Sally's 9.33.
Only, what, 28 world titles or something?
28 world titles. Sally Fitzgibbons outside. Beautiful airdrop there. Just a little late on that occasion. That wave was absolutely below sea level.
That was a gurgler, wasn't it? You can see all the photographers, spectators out there. Here goes Tessa.
Tessa Thyssen now up and riding. Looking to enjoy one of her last rides for this event here. Unfortunately, just not being able to find the wave with some extra scoring potential on it down the line. As she looks to have this wave after the heat. A little victory lap here for Sal. And as I mentioned earlier, she's been working hard on her equipment and her performances, and it certainly showed in that heat. She absolutely owned that one from the 9.33 to the 6.67. It was a great performance, Rich.
Well, she's one of the informed surfers, or arguably the informed surfer in the women's field at the moment. Just strong performances in every single one of her heats.